So it looks like Universe Mode is getting some updates. Will that make the mode more buggy, or are we finally going to get a fixed Universe Mode? 2K's website has a little more information, so let's check out this new information and discuss. Alright, here we are on the 2K main website here. And of course, I discovered this after I made my last video. Figures. I could have used this for a baseline. Anyway, so it says your universe, your way. It says WWE 2K's Sandbox mode receives new upgrades to give players even greater control over their universe experience, including the long-awaited return of promos. The new system includes multiple promo types and outcomes with new cutscenes and branching choices. That sounds awesome on paper. So let's look at this image real fast. Alright, so here is the new screenshot, the one we just saw, and it shows Becky Lynch sitting here in the ring, and we get a good look at Becky Lynch's model. So she is going to be in the game. I wasn't sure if she was going to be in it this year because her contract expired. So she is confirmed for the game. Keep an eye on the channel because we're going to do another roster video. I try to wait until it's a little closer. I do an early one and then I do one closer to launch because they add new wrestlers like every day. So otherwise I'd be making a roster video every day. Anyway, it says, Becky Lynch, I got to talk up the crowd and win them over. How should I handle my next match to get the spotlight all on me? It says, I'm going to win my next match. I'll pull off a win with a challenge. So maybe a stipulation? So I'm curious how this is going to play out because, and how does this work with created wrestlers? Because I feel like when you throw created wrestlers in this mode, it really starts hampering it down. Is it me or is it like the camera angle look weird because of the ropes and everything? Anyway, so I'm worried that this is going to break the mode even more, especially with created wrestlers, unless they have what... Shoutouts to Beach Bites, if you know who he is. He's another YouTuber that covers this game. He had the idea of the clean slate option that we talked about earlier. I couldn't remember who I heard it from. It was him, Beach Bites. Shoutouts to him. He came up with the idea of the clean slate option. He would go through and delete literally everything in Universe Mode to make it run better. But you have to go in and delete the title history, the friends and allies thing, the factions, the stables, everything, and wipe out all the shows and then rebuild it from the ground up, which takes a lot of time to do if you have the, if you want to do it. And it made the mode run a lot smoother and a lot better, and he didn't really have any issues after that. And I did it. I think I did it in 23, and it worked. But I didn't feel like doing it in 22. They need an option, a little toggle of the clean slate option, and I think that would help this mode tremendously. I wonder if the rivalry system is going to be back in some fashion. Like, is this tied to the rivalry system, or is this replacing the rivalry system from 2K24? I played 2K24, I played about a year of Universe Mode, and for the life of me, I couldn't get the rivalry thing to work. It wouldn't function like it was supposed to and activate certain things. And what I hope they fix in Universe Mode this year, because they're not giving us much information. We're adding promos, branching promos. Is that it? Are we getting, like, if you're in a rivalry and with another wrestler, right, with your character, depending on if you play classic or superstar mode, it doesn't matter. It puts those two wrestlers against each other every single week, including the pay-per-view. I'm hoping they figured that out to where it makes more sense storyline-wise, because why would two people feuding and building up to a big title match or something wrestle each other every single week? No, they'd be wrestling other people, getting interfered, having promos, and it's stuff like, especially if you're the champion. Like, one thing I can't stand that they've been doing on the actual show now is the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and the Judgment Day literally wrestle each other, I feel like, every single week for the last, 4 months. And he always won. Occasionally they would beat him. That's boring to me. I'm glad they moved him to SmackDown because I don't want to see him wrestle the Judgment Day ever again. Honestly, that's been done to death. I can't stand it when they do stuff like that. So, this new mode or new feature, how do you think it's going to work? Like, are we going to get the show openers back? I feel like that'd be a big deal and they'd mention it, but I'm curious if this is the only thing they're adding to Universe Mode. I mean, I'll take it. The fact that they did anything with Universe Mode, I thought they were probably going to get rid of it. But if they do, they anger a lot of fans. So I'm just happy that Universe Mode is still in the game. I'm worried that this is going to hamper the game mode down more unless they do what Beach Bites said and have a clean slate option. Without the clean slate option, I feel like this mode is just going to get buggier and buggier to the point where people won't even touch it, and they'll see it on there and it's, oh, people don't want to play the mode anymore. I guess we can remove it, which I don't want to happen. So yeah, hopefully they got some fixes in there also. I mean, this is a great first start. It sounds like there's going to be new cutscenes included with this. I'll have to get my hands on it and really mess with it to figure it out. But man, this year has a lot of new features, a lot of new stuff coming in. And it feels like maybe it needed the next gen. Maybe it needed the SSD to make Universe Mode function properly. So I'm guessing, it doesn't say it, but I'm guessing some of this stuff probably is not going to work very well on the last gen hardware. Ugh, that's not good. Anyway, sound off the comments below. Are you hyped about this? What other features do you hope they add or fixed in the background? Like functionality, show setup, the fact that when you're in a rivalry, you face the same opponent every single week, including the pay-per-view. I think that's dumb. I mean, what if you beat them all 4 weeks? Oh, we're going to have our big championship match, but I've already beaten you 4 times. So the fans are really into it, right? Anyway, sound off the comments below. Thank you for watching, and stay frosty.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
And he goes into the ring. And what's he looking for here?
He's channeling the crowd's energy.
Hung across the top rope. Demoralizing spot for the Warrior.
No, the Ultimate Warrior can come back at any moment.
Bad predicament right here.
Set for the ride through the table. Clearly.
Here we go.
Oh, debilitating elbow drop.
Just exhibiting their fearlessness. Taking flight.
Oh my, apron sentai. You can see as he rises how vulnerable of a position he's in.
Warrior counters.
And Warrior needed that badly.
Could be what Warrior needed to get that crazed look back in his eyes. His offense is on point right now. It's starting to come together in a big way for this guy.
Are we about to see it again?
Northern Lights bomb.
Goodness.
Guys, I think this one's over. Makes the cover.